Angela, since you brought it up, the last thing I want to talk about
Yeah.
is social media. So, over the past 3, 4 weeks, Meta has undergone a huge trial out in California.
Yeah.
And there are many things that I've seen there that have been quite disturbing. One of
Yes.
them being the filters
Yep.
that they knew kids under 13 were
Yes.
using, millions of them, yet they not only, even after he was told by 18
Yep.
scientific experts not to do it,
Yep.
they leaned into it even more
Yep.
because they were trying to up the consumption to over
Yep.
45 minutes a day.
Yep.
But then I start looking at the other targeting that they were trying to do to kids. But if we look at this even beyond kids,
Yes.
do you think online visibility increases or decreases felt significance?
I think that technology is a mirror and it will advance whoever the human is. So you can fake that for a little bit and you can try to get away with a persona online. But I think the greatest compliments that I ever get about social media is you're exactly like I thought you would be. You're exactly like who you are, as if that's a surprise. And now I take that as a badge of honor. And I think when you enter that space feeling like you are there to hit a number, or you are there to compete, or you are there for a metric, or you are there to do anything but matter, truly matter, just get attention, negative or positive, that it's going to lead to emptiness, that you might have success, you might be an influencer or whatever, but it's an empty. That's why I keep going back to my Jim Collins dilemma. Is success, in the way we measure it, in the way we promote it, is that the opposite of significance? Because if you go there as an amplifier of who you are and truly who you are, then it amplifies your life. So when I look at what social media has done, I'm here with you. What a great honor. Literally, what a great honor. When in any other hemisphere would I be able to connect with you? And now to be able to talk to you, and then hopefully, as we continue to talk, call you a friend, a real friend. I don't see any difference between in real life and online. Some of my deepest, most prolific humans in my life, Gordon is a perfect example. We're writing a book and I'm trying to get him to the US, but he won't come. But I don't know when I'll meet him. I literally don't know when I'll meet him. And I've probably told him more than I've told some of my colleagues I worked for a decade. So I think when we start seeing technology not as anything other than an amplifier and a magnifier of our humanity, then we're in trouble. And it doesn't matter. Like I would say my social media, because I've been writing, has gone way down, but I'm finding deeper ways to engage with people. Like I've never been on TikTok. My social media accounts got hacked. My identity was stolen and auctioned off by with a ransom. I didn't pay the ransom, so they erased. So I had to build from starting a year and a half ago, build from ground zero. And I thought my life, I really went through a really bad thing. Oh my God, who am I? And I'm like, I'm exactly who I've always been. It may
Yeah,
have less numbers. I may not have 25 years of content out there because they took all my content, but I know who I am and I've been that person consistently enough that it's been a joy building back up my community, because I didn't look at like my numbers, or I did 25 years of content that I put in that completely, I literally started at 0 pieces of content, all my Instagram, all everything. So it has been a lesson. It's been a humbling experience that I did get hacked, because it makes you really think about, do I really feel the closest relationships on Instagram? Do I need to dance on TikTok or be, no, my goal is to advance this message. And I know I could be doing it in better ways, but it is
yeah,
who I am. There's nothing different about talking to you if you were sitting in my living room, or I just think authenticity is a rarity online, and people, because they want to matter so much, and I get that, that they have conditional mattering, and it's empty at the end of the day.
So I unfortunately went through something similar to what you did. Passion Struck has quite a lot of downloads, and people look, especially on Apple now, and they go, "Why are your likes not higher?" And
Right.
what most people don't realize is at one point I had 20,000 likes.
Yeah.
And then I had an entity in India start posting one-star reviews
Is
nonstop. They
yeah.
were posting
It's
like
great.
50,
Fantastic.
60, 70, and they started to come to me saying that they wanted tens of
Yes.
thousands of dollars to
Yes.
stop.
Yes.
And so I went to Apple and
You
asked
paid
them
them?
to
You didn't pay
intervene.
them, did you?
I didn't pay them. I went to Apple, and
Yeah.
Apple put a stop to it, but they
Yeah.
said, "Unfortunately, the way we're gonna have to do this is we're gonna have to take you to 0."
Yes.
So
Yes.
it has been brutal because
Brutal.
to build
Yes.
it back, it took forever to reach there, and now
Exactly.
it's a slow thing, but
It's
I
like
wasn't gonna sacrifice my
soul.
for that, so
Yes.
I didn't. And I have to tell you one other thing is I had Jim Collins booked 2 weeks
Did!
ago,
Oh,
and
did! Tell him he's shaking up my life.
I was excited because I wanted to talk to him about this topic,
Yes.
and unfortunately, he just canceled
Oh, we
because
have to get him
he's
back on, and you have to tell me when, because I've got to know if he thinks about that. So you
well,
asked him,
he
"Is
yeah, I
success the opposite of significant?" And the reason we have so few people finding and living a life of significance is because they're so damn successful, which is the second line of Good to Great.